Hello everyone. This channel provides the latest information on the Three Gorges Dam. If you are interested, please subscribe to our channel. Everyone loves the Three Gorges Dam. At 7 a.m. on October 30th local time in China, the water level at the Three Gorges Dam was 174.21 meters. This is a 20 centimeters drop compared to the water level 8 days earlier. On the 24th of this month, the operational upper limit was reached at 175 meters. If you look at the dam from upstream, the water level is probably around the line indicated, and if you get closer it will probably look something like this. As of 9 o'clock this morning, the flow rate at the upstream observation station was 11,500 cubic meters per second, and the inflow to the Three Gorges Dam was 13,800 cubic meters per second. This means that the total value from around the dam and from tributaries is 2,300 cubic meters per second. The inflow to the dam has decreased compared to the 22nd of this month. As of 7 a.m., the dam's total discharge was 15,500 cubic meters per second. The dam's total hydroelectric discharge is 31,000 cubic meters per second. If I do a simple calculation, I'd say that with the Three Gorges Dam generating exactly 50% of its power, 16 hydroelectric turbines would be operating. However, I don't know the actual number because it depends on the potential energy due to the water level. Compared to the 22nd of this month, they have increased the discharge slightly.
NISHIYAN channel.
Let's take a look at the latest data on the Three Gorges Dam released by China's Hunan Provincial Hydrological Bureau. The discharge volume, shown in black, has remained roughly constant since the dam reached full capacity. This is a stark contrast to a week ago, when they were frantically raising and lowering the water level in order to reach full capacity by the deadline. The inflow volume, shown in green, is gradually decreasing and remains at a low level even over the past month. It's unlikely that the water level will rise suddenly anytime soon. The flow rate at upstream observation stations is also showing a similar situation. Since the discharge volume remains roughly constant and the inflow volume is decreasing, the dam's water level will gradually decrease. With the first clear skies in a while, the latest satellite imagery from Sentinel has been released. Let's take a look at the Three Gorges Dam. This image was taken on October 28, the day before yesterday, and the water appears cloudy overall. The difference is clear when compared to the image taken on the 16th of last month. Let's start with the situation downstream of the dam. No water is being released from the central gate, only from the power generation sluice gates on the left and right. Water is being released evenly, but it is difficult to tell from the image. Last month, the water in the middle was blue, and the area released from the power plant was slightly brown, so there was a difference in color. This is just a guess, but I think the reason it is difficult to tell the water release situation is not only because the water is cloudy, but also because the water level downstream is higher than before, making it difficult to tell. Several large ships can be seen passing through the 5-stage locks that allow ships to pass through. Chinese official media, not forgetting their propaganda efforts, claim that the annual volume of cargo passing through has reached a record high. These locks are said to be saturated, far exceeding their original capacity. As the current facilities cannot handle the volume, new facilities are needed, and it was recently reported that construction plans have been officially decided. Next, please take a look at the reservoir side. The access road to Mohawk Island is completely submerged, with only the top of the island remaining. The water level was 163 meters on the 16th of last month, so there's a gap of 11 meters from the current level. Sentinel is a European-managed satellite, so it's a fairly reliable source of information. Meanwhile, data released by China is generally unreliable, but looking at it, I think the water level of 174 meters is consistent. Sometimes we hear in the comments that data released by China can't be trusted, and you're right that there are doubts when you look at things like GDP and youth unemployment. That's why we're checking information from other sources, too. Finally, there's the tip of the peninsula to the northwest. Because the water level is close to full capacity, the previously visible area has shrunk and is now submerged. Recently, there have been many YouTube videos showing how the Three Gorges Dam is releasing a lot of mud, causing problems downstream, but from what I can see, there doesn't seem to be any major movement. By the way, I didn't mention this earlier, but if you look closely at the condition of the dam lake, you can see that garbage has washed ashore. When I checked the image at a different wavelength, I found this part. It's large enough to be visible on satellite photos, so I can assume that a fair amount of garbage, driftwood, and other items have washed up on the site from upstream. As I've mentioned before, garbage floating on the lake's surface is removed by dedicated collection boats, and this has been reported in Chinese official media. However, even if the garbage near the surface can be removed, the sand and mud that sinks to the bottom of the lake continues to accumulate. I'm concerned that the dam's water storage capacity will continue to decline as time goes by. Next is the windy weather forecast, showing actual data for the last 12 hours. This shows the situation as of 1 p.m. yesterday. In the upper reaches of the Yangtze River, rain clouds from the west collide with rain clouds moving in from the southwest, causing concentrated rainfall in the Sichuan Basin. We're currently seeing a similar pattern, but given this time of year, we don't expect to see torrential rain. Although clouds are spreading, most areas both upstream and downstream of the dam are cloudy or sunny. The Three Gorges Dam was built in the middle of the Yangtze River at a huge investment. Its three functions are flood control, hydroelectric power generation, and shipping. However, due to decreased rainfall in recent years, it is no longer fully fulfilling its hydroelectric power generation role. Meanwhile, issues remain, including the accumulation of sand in the dam's reservoir, its impact on fish and other ecosystems, water pollution and other environmental destruction, cracks in the concrete, and waste issues. China's official media only emphasizes the dam's positive aspects. They claim that the dam's optimal water levels, considering hydroelectric power generation, shipping operations, and flooding, ensure safety and security, but I've always had doubts about this as I make this video. As far as our channel has investigated so far, the area covered by the Three Gorges Dam is shown as the green line. Next, let's check the forecast for the future. Only light rain clouds are expected to spread around the dam and upstream. Today's weather forecast for the Three Gorges Dam is for a maximum temperature of 22 degrees Celsius, a minimum temperature of 13 degrees Celsius, and light rain. A few rain clouds will likely spread over the upper reaches of the Yangtze River around this weekend. There is also a possibility of red vortices forming along the southern coast. Construction of China's Three Gorges Dam began in 1993 and was completed in 2009, making it one of the largest dams in the world. The dam was built primarily to control floods, provide electricity, and improve water transportation. The Three Gorges Dam power plant, the world's largest, is located here, with a power generation capacity of 22.5 million kilowatts, and has contributed greatly to China's energy supply. On the other hand, there are many problems associated with dams, and during the flood season, people often talk about the possibility of dams collapsing, so I think many people are aware of this. Did you know that China is planning to construct a large-scale hydroelectric power plant in Tibet, which is attracting a lot of attention? They are trying to build a huge hydroelectric power plant on the Yarlung-Champo River in China's Tibetan Autonomous Region. This river is an important water resource for India and Bangladesh and is also used for irrigation. They are considering building a structure larger than the Three Gorges Dam, and the name of that dam is Medog Dam. The scale of hydroelectric power generated by the Medog Dam is 60 million kilowatts at the planning stage, which is slightly less than 3 times that of the Three Gorges Dam. First, let's check the positional relationship. The Yarlung-Champo River flows east through the north side of Nepal and changes its name to the Brahmaputra River once it crosses the border. It then joins the Ganges and flows into the Bay of Bengal. By the way, the location of the border dispute between India and China that has been occurring for the past 4 years is around the dotted red circle. The plan also includes the dangerous concept of diverting water from the dammed Yarlung-Champo River and channeling it into the Yellow River, which, if constructed,
would cause the downstream countries to scream. However, since the region is located further north than Nepal, it would be quite costly to secure materials and labor for the construction site. The dam will eventually be built, as plans were officially announced 3 years ago. I would like to pay attention to whether China intends to close the faucet upstream.
This is a video that summarizes information about the Three Gorges Dam, and is a popular video that has been viewed more than 150,000 times. The URL is posted in the summary column, so please enjoy it. Flood season is coming to an end in China, and dams are now full. A few years ago, repeated heavy rains and floods caused rivers to overflow, raising concerns around the world that dams might collapse if the situation continued. Due to the effects of global warming, the Chinese people suffer from abnormal weather conditions such as floods and droughts every year. As winter approaches, rain will gradually decrease. We will continue to provide the latest data-based updates, so please subscribe to our channel.